In Excalibur 2555 AD, there are some bad guys from the future who go back in time and pop a cap in King Arthur's ass and take his famous Excalibur sword back to the future to use for evil deeds. To be or not to be. Not to be. And of course Merlin has to get involved and try to fix the wrongs that have been made. But he doesn't go to the future by himself. No, of course not. He's got shit to do home, you know. He's got a kingdom to take care of. He's got the lovely Queen Guinevere to console. So what does he do? He sends his teenage niece to go to the future and fight a bunch of futuristic soldiers with guns and robots with a sword. Go ahead, sweetie. You're 16 now. It's time for you to live every teenage girl's dream and become the most powerful warrior in the world. Sword and sorcery games or movies or any kind of entertainment can be great. I mean, Tolkien, Conan, Dungeons and Dragons, early World of Warcraft. These are all fantastic worlds we enjoyed for countless hours. But sword and sorcery has to be done right. In this game, it's just not done well. So Merlin's niece goes forward in time, and the future looks really bleak. I mean, it seems like everyone lives in these dark, ugly corridors. All the wars that were won and lost somehow don't seem to matter very much anymore in this bleak and metallic future. And look how our heroine is dressed. I mean, her skirt is so short, it's literally higher up than her black underwear. Like, her underwear is literally 3 inches below her skirt. I wouldn't let my niece out of the house on a date like that. Forget about going to the future on a suicide mission.
Hello there, young lady. What's a pretty girl like you doing in such a grimy hole? I guess you're looking for the way out, yes?
This is kind of an action-adventure game where you just run around a whole slew of different confusing corridors. But it's actually more of a puzzle game, because the meat and potatoes of this game will be spent aimlessly running around different rooms trying to collect things to give to someone or to put together with something to progress to the next level. It's all very confusing. I mean, there's way too many rooms, there's way too many places to go. Basically, every one of the many levels in this game is a really confusing maze. And yes, you do get a map, but it's not very helpful. I mean, running around the corridors, running from door to door to door for just a few minutes, you'll forget where you need to go, what door you need to open, who you'll need to talk to, or who you'll need to give something to that you just picked up. The game has several different spells, but the main point of this game is to use your magical sword. You can just swing it a few different ways, or you can just hold the attack button, and that makes this powerful, almost magical attack, which is pretty much useless because it takes a few seconds to actually power up, and in that time, the enemy could hit you. Most of your fights will be blocking right when the enemy is about to hit you, and right after you block, you swing at the enemy a couple of times, then block again, and repeat over and over and over. It will just be this kind of tedium for about 90 to 95% of the battle encounters you'll have in this game. And also, if there's like 2 enemies in front of you, one of them will just wait until you fight the first enemy, just standing there, not trying anything, and then after you kill his friend, that's when he attacks you. Wow, the evil henchmen of the future are so noble! Maybe I'm the bad guy here. I came from the barbaric past and just run around their corridors, their home, stealing their stuff and fighting them? They're just defending themselves. And it's like everyone you talk to who doesn't want to kill you has something for you to do. It's like if they're not coming at you with a sword, it's even worse, because they're going to be coming at you with some kind of task you have to actually perform for them to progress in the game.
I don't recognize you from my class. You look a little tall, too. I could use your help, though. I am desperately in need of some writing equipment for the classroom. We try to teach the children here, you see.
Can I just kill you and take whatever you're going to give me anyway? I don't want to run around for 10 minutes looking for some kind of thing you need, like a piece of chalk or whatever. Just let me kill you and take it off your corpse and be done with this level. The controls in this game are pretty responsive, I mean, especially the combat controls, but it's ultimately really stiff. I mean, look at the combat. You're just standing there. It's just like Planet of the Apes. There's no real, like, strategy. If this was a boxing match, it would be the most boring boxing match of all time. No footwork, just standing directly in front of your enemy, each one of you taking turns slicing. You fight a little bit in these boring dark levels with this archaic stiff combat, and then you run around aimlessly trying to remember where you need to go, and once in a while picking something up from the floor and then giving it to someone or using it with something else. If you're looking for a bland, stiff game, I guess look no further. You found your Excalibur here. Excalibur 2555 AD has one of the coolest game names I've ever seen, but it's certainly not one of the best games I've ever played. This game gets an official Stan Birdman rating of a 4.9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.